in 2 days. It's twice in 2 days. Well, I decided to go live because I'm still here on vacation at the hospital. And my job is to tell you that everything will work out. God has everything in control. So it's somebody today who needs me to say that. And I'm saying it for myself as well. So I wanted everybody to know that whenever you're going through any difficult situation, anything difficult, all you have to do is pray about it and everything will fall into place. I don't want you to think, I don't want you to think that Lashon is a mess. She is always on YouTube. That's right. I'm always on YouTube. Okay, this is my job. But at the same time, part of my job is to uplift and encourage people. So if I'm going through something, then I'm going to share it with you so that you can, hey, how you doing, Smart Talk? I'm back here on YouTube live trying to uplift and encourage. But no matter what you're going through, you can make it through. See, I have a positive attitude because I've known for a long time the extent of my disabilities. I have a couple of them. And I know that my body is falling apart. But it has never stopped me from praising the Lord. It has never stopped me from giving all honor to God. So that's what I wanted to do today. I am going to have to do this live thing, which is something that makes it. Um, I'm actually Smart Talk. I'm still in the hospital. I'm still in the hospital, but I'm in my hospital room. But I usually don't do lives at all because of my phone situation. But I figured I'd do it because people are used to me putting out a video every single day. So I figured I'd go ahead and do one. But what I wanted to do was tell people that I am, even though I do these videos, and some days are really rough because of my body, I still try to get on here to try to uplift somebody. Because I remember that many years ago when I was going through a it was a really rough time. I was introduced to YouTube by my daughter Lyric. And she said, I found this person who you might want to listen to. And that was what uplifted me. I found a person on YouTube who had similar issues as me, but my situation back then was different than what it is now. Back then, it was depression. I was really depressed back then, and I was going through a divorce, and those were really rough times. So back then, I had a different set of issues. But now, thank you so much, Smart Talk. I'm sorry. I got a procedure done today, and I'm still not doing well. But I am okay. I'm not in ICU. So that's how you know I'm okay. I'm not in ICU. I'm in the step down room. They call them step down rooms where you get advanced medical care, but you're not in an ICU type of setting. So that is the blessing. You always look for the good in all things. So I figured I'd talk about Romans because I was trying to read my devotionals. Because when I came to the hospital, I didn't have anything. Yeah, since I've been in the hospital. Yeah, Smart Talk. And and so what I'm trying to do is just simply, hey, how you doing, Sam? Thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate you. I'm doing better today than I was yesterday and the day before that. That's the blessing. I feel better today than I did on yesterday. So that's what we'll start off with. The positive part, the gratitude. So no matter what you're going through, if you start your day and say, well, I'm just grateful for being alive. I'm just grateful for this or grateful for that. Then that's better. It takes your mind off of everything that you're going through. So that's what I want to do. Just say thank you to all of you and for everybody who decided to stop in. I know it's like early in the morning. I don't know where everybody lives at, but I'm in Florida. Hey Rita, how you doing? How you doing, Rita? Thanks for stopping by. I am I am in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm sorry. I had to think about that for a minute. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a beautiful place to live. It's a wonderful city. And it's, what time is it here? It's 4:28 a.m. here, and I can't sleep. So I am up. And so I decided that I would get up. I'm doing good, Rita. Thanks for asking. I'm doing better than I was yesterday and even better than I was on Thursday because I've been here in the hospital since Thursday. So I'm good. I'm good. And I just figured, I'm not at home doing my videos, but I always do a video every single day. So this whole live thing is not my cup of tea, but I'm doing it anyway because I figured I could help somebody. So if you know anybody who's going through anything, just let them know that no matter what you go through, that you'll be able to get back up and be even stronger than you was. It's been a rough year so far, and I always say it. Thank you so much, Rita. Thank you. I'm a praying woman, Rita. I pray all the time. That's what I was doing before I came live. I was reading Romans 8:28. So that's what made me decide to go ahead and do my live. I figured I'd go ahead and do live, and if anybody's up, then they'll come in, and if it, I might just be talking to myself. But I'm glad I did. I appreciate the three of you that are in here so far, and I know that things are going to get better. I also believe that praying works. So if any of you guys, if you Rita, you Sam, and you Smart Talk, if any of y'all are praying people, then all I ask is that you stop what you're doing today and say a quick prayer for me. That's it. You know, I appreciate that, Rita. And I just feel like all that works for the good. So that's it. I just wanted everybody to know that I'm okay. And that even though I'm going through another battle, I expected this. I guess the words I would use. You have to understand, depending on what your ailments are, your chronic illness, your medical condition, whatever you're going through, you know that you're going to have tough times. You know that sometimes things are going to be really, really rough. But you also persevere. You always come out on top. So I think that that's important to say that. Because when you're really going through something really tough, when you're really having a really, it just seems like everything is falling apart. And really felt bad, but I'm really better. I'm glad you're okay, Smart Talk. I'm glad you are okay. Because at the time you were sick, did you think you were going to get better? Did you think that you was going to be, stronger than you was to begin with? I think that's important to have a positive attitude, even when things feel like they falling apart. But I anticipate these bouts because of my illness. I know that I'm going to have these bouts. But YouTube keeps me focused. And that's why I do my YouTube channel. Um, I figured that if I did this YouTube channel, that it would help so many people, that you can help people. And that's why I tell everybody, everybody don't have a YouTube channel. I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel at the age of 52. I never thought that I would create a YouTube channel, but I am very glad that I did because I have met some wonderful, wonderful people here on YouTube. And so it's a great thing. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'm glad you're better, Smart Talk. I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm glad that you're feeling stronger. And that you just got to spread the good word. If you feel better, if you went through something, that's why I tell everybody, share your testimony. whatever you're going through, because you never know who you can help. And the last time I got sick, I didn't do this live thing. I did what they call them, a short. I did a short, and I said, this is Lashon, and I am in ICU, and get better so much faster. Yeah, thank you so much. Um, what I did last time was I didn't do this live because I was much sick. I was sick back then. I did a short. My nurse taped it for me, where I said I'm in ICU and I'm still fighting. And she recorded it for me, my nurse, and I put it up on my YouTube channel, and that was what I did. But I also was when I got out of ICU, it went to what they call a step down unit. That's when you not as sick as you was, and they put you in another room. That's where I'm at now. I'm in what they call a step down unit. And then I started recording, my everyday things until I went home. And that's what I'll do. I'll do now. I'll be here. Today is Saturday. It's 4:28. Saturday morning here in Jacksonville, Florida. So I know I'll be here till Monday. This I know. So what I'll do is I'll document some of these wonderful people who are taking care of me. And I wanted to stop for a minute and just say how grateful I am for everybody here. I'm at Memorial Hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. It's some great doctors. Two of my regular the doctor that I see, a cancer specialist, my hematologist, he's got thank you, Smart Talk. I take all prayers. My hematologist is here. My gastro doctor has privileges here. So I saw all of them today. They stopped in when they saw that I was in the hospital. So my thing is that I appreciate all the people who are taking care of me. Now, when I say all the people, I'm starting with the doctors and the nurses, but also the respiratory is wonderful here. I met a wonderful social worker who's going to help me get the things I need when I go home. A lot of people don't understand that once you're in, hey Matilda, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. That your social worker helps you get things in order for when you go home. And as you know, I'm a veteran, so it's a little more difficult. The things that I need is like a two-step program. Like if you were just regular HMO and your regular insurance, they'll say yes or no or whatever. But here, you have to submit your paperwork to the VA and then wait and see if they approve you for whatever you need. So that's why you need an advocate, like a social worker, to help you. And so I have a really nice social worker. But it doesn't even stop there. I have a wonderful, the dietitian who came by and took notes, was very attentive. She listened to everything I had to say and then got me in contact with dietary. And now my food is, I'll just eat the same thing until I go home because there's so many things that I don't eat. They do these pork sausages and these Canadian bacon. I don't eat any of those things. And so they have to add and subtract how many carbs you can have. That type of thing. I just said I'd rather have a piece of bread. Hey, Nola girl, how you doing? I'm glad you're feeling better, Nola. Thank you. So what I wanted to say was everybody, even housekeeping is wonderful here, okay? Even housekeeping is wonderful. And maintenance came by and they brought me a little bitty fan to sit on my tabletop to help me to breathe. And he came in and brought me a little thing. So like I said, everybody is wonderful here. You have to change your mindset. Like I was sitting here yesterday and my brain was all over the place because you get that woe is me mentality when everything is going on. So you have to focus your mind. So that's why I was up and I couldn't get really comfortable. And well, I thought you was through, Nola. I thought that was the last one you had to have. Oh, I thought that was the last one you had to have, Nola. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Oh my goodness. I just hope and pray that you're okay, Nola, because you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, and I always pray for you, Nola. I just know things are gonna get better, but I'm trying to focus on all the good stuff. Oh, this will be the last one. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Nola. Hey, Setter, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and checking on me. I just wanted to do a quick update. I ain't going nowhere, Setter. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I keep on ticking. They try to knock me down. I ain't going nowhere. I'm a fighter. Always have been. Always have been. I ain't going nowhere. Thank you, Setter. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate it. I'm just me. Yeah. It's just me. And I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. But whatever you're going through, because you know what? Everybody going through something. Maybe not as intense as the next person, or maybe not as like Nola's going through stuff. She just said that she's got to have another surgery, and Smart Talk just was sick, and he got over it. It's just what it is everybody's going through something, and I just always say be compassionate to everybody you meet. Be nice and kind to everybody you meet, because we don't know what people going through. You don't know what anybody is going through. So that's it. Just try to be nice and kind to whoever, because you don't know everybody going through something. So I figure if I'm going through this, that I get on here on YouTube and say this is what I'm going through, the Energizer Buddy. That's right. I like to put a spin on it because they don't try. I'm telling you, this has been a rough year so far, but it ain't anything that I'm not used to. It's not anything that I can't get through. Because back in 2015, I tell people all the time that back in 2015, that it was you have to go to work, Saturday. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. That's okay. I'll see you again, Saturday. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Thank you so much, Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow then. I appreciate you. But no matter what I've been through, I always get back up. Always get back up. And that's the mentality that you have to have. Thank you, Setter. That's the mentality that you have to have. You have to have the mentality that I'm going through this rough time, but I will survive. I'm going through this rough time, but I can make it through. And if you keep that positive attitude in your head, even though it looked like everything falling apart around you, you can do it. Like my nurse was just in here, and we was talking about all my options and different things. And I said to her, she was like, well, why don't you try to lay down? And I told her, no, my brain is all over the place, that my mind is all over the place, that I have to focus. So I can barely see this little phone. But I pulled up some devotionals and was reading and came across Romans 8:28 and said, you know what? I can sit here and focus on everything that's going wrong. I can sit here and focus on everything that's falling apart. Or I can say, you know what? It's somebody worse off than me. And it's somebody out there right now who's suffering worse than me. For instance, Nola got to have another surgery. So I'm not going to complain about what's going on with me, because Nola's got a lot going on, and she's got a lot that she has to face as well. So I'm not trying to have no dreary video, no sad video. And that's never my intention, because most people come on YouTube and they want to be uplifted and encouraged. They don't want to hear about your problems. But I don't consider these problems. I consider this part of daily life. And if I'm going through something, I'm a vlogger. That's what I do. And a lot of people can relate to that, because I just say what's going on. And when I'm not here trying to tell you how you can get through the pain of being in the hospital, the pain of a surgery, then I'm at home sitting at my dining room table. And everybody said I couldn't do it, but I did it. And some people are touched by it. So that's what I feel. Share your story. Nola's going through a lot. So share your story. Let people know what's going on, because it's somebody right now who's losing faith is somebody right now who, yeah, you're right, Nola. Encouragement, I'm telling you, you just never know who you might help. Somebody right now, at this very moment, is saying, I can't do it anymore. It's somebody right now saying, no, 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 I can't take this no more. And that's what we're going to do. I mean, thank you, Smart Talk. I'm telling you, you just never know who you might help. And a lot of people, they don't want you to know that, you helped. They'll send you an email or something and say, ooh, don't tell nobody this or that. I respect that because a lot of people are very private. YouTube is very in your business. So everybody know everything on YouTube, but it's not for everybody. So if somebody's struggling and going through something, and then you do a video, and you are, that's right, Tanya. We wish you, we praying for you, Nola, and we know you're gonna get better. We know this already, and so that's why I love YouTube because you never know who you might touch. You never know who you will uplift on any given day. So that's why I say, share your story, share your testimony to whoever listen. Some people want to listen, some don't. But you tell them how you feeling, what helped you to get through your pain. Like when Nola was going through all that with her surgery. But the anticipation of knowing that you have to go through another procedure is a tough spot to be in, Nola. So whatever you got to go through from this point forward, sorry, it's gonna be a rough road, but you can get through it. So that's the type of attitude you gotta have, and that's what Nola does. She's always positive. So I know that all things will work out for the good, and that is why I put on the title Romans 8:28 because I know in my heart, I can feel it in my heart that everything is gonna work out, and I have to have that attitude. I have to. I can't do the war as me. I've never really been like that since I got sick. I've never been like that. I always look for the positive in it. So if you say, so scared to share my thoughts and feelings, don't be Smart Talk. Let me tell you, it's some rude people on YouTube, okay? it's some it's some rough people out there. But that's everywhere. That's at work. That's at school. That's at the grocery store. You always have somebody rude, obnoxious, and they just can't be positive. But if you share your story and you telling people this is how I feel, this is what's going on in my life, and be as authentic as you can, a lot of people can understand it. A lot of people can feel that sincerity in your heart, and you're touching somebody. So why not share your story? That's why I say, Smart Talk, that when you have people who are going to come in, they're going to be negative. Don't try to don't try to figure out why. That's the best way to put it. Don't try to figure out why this person is being just rude. Why are you just being rude? Because I always get a rude comment. I always get something insensitive, and I always get something that's designed to bring me down, but it don't work no more. When I first started YouTube, I got a lot of "you're boring." This one guy said, you really should do something different than sitting at the table. Well, I do what I can do in the capacity that I can do it. Okay, if you sitting in a wheelchair and you're trying to encourage somebody. If you can't walk and you bedridden, it's people. Yeah, oh yeah, they here all the time. Nola, they everywhere. They everywhere. They always got something to say. Whether it's positive or negative, but they want you to be authentic. But when you are authentic, they say this or they say that. Like the whole thing with when you do the Cash App and the PayPal and say, do the super thanks or the super chat, help promote my channel. Well, some people can understand that because they know that this really is a job for you. But it's other people that will rip you apart. Like, I dare you. I dare you. Why are you begging for money? Why are you doing it? So, like I said, you cannot please everybody. So don't even try it. Just try to be your authentic self and talk. Yeah, Nola, talk and just be your authentic self. Tell your story. And the people who really care about you, who feel what you're talking about, or have been through that procedure, whatever the surgery was you had, they can relate to what you're talking about. But everybody won't. Everybody will not be able to relate to what you're talking about. And you know what? I say that all the time. I say I'll never get here on YouTube and tell you something that I don't know nothing about. Oh, don't cry. It's gonna be okay. Don't cry. This is happiness to me because I'm telling you, the pain that I'm in is only temporary, and I know that I know that this YouTube channel is ordained by God. I know it. I know it because I feel too good doing it. I feel so much joy doing this. I feel so much joy doing this YouTube channel. So I know that somebody's being touched. I get letters, I get emails. I know that it's helping people. So you have to think about that. What is your purpose? Why are you here? Some of us are mothers, some of us are fathers, some of us are mentors and motivational people. But sometimes it's something else. What else does God want me to do? And if you think of it like that, for example, like Smart Talk, we've been talking for a while now. And I'm telling you, I think you'll be a great motivational speaker. You see, I hope that everybody would make you feel comfortable, but some people, you have to. I think the key to remember Smart Talk is that you can't please everybody. Okay, you know that, Nola. You cannot please everybody. It's always somebody lurking in the comment section. It's always somebody. It's always somebody in the comment section got something to say. It is the truth. It's always somebody. So you got to block those people out because they ain't got nothing going on. You have to really, really think about it. Why would somebody come on YouTube, go to somebody's channel, be rude, and leave a rude comment? What is that going to gain? When you do the negative, you leaving negative comments, what is that going to gain? What are you going to gain by trying to break that person down? And that's what a lot of people do. They come on here, they leave these rude comments and those type of things, and they just roll with it. Just negative, 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 like that. So if you waste your time worried about those people, you'll never get anything accomplished. That's what I'm saying. Nola does her channel. You cannot just be thinking about what other people are gonna say, because you can't please everybody. Oh, trolls! I ain't heard that in a while. Yeah, trolls. I haven't heard that word since I started this channel. Yeah, they used to call them trolls. I call them Nola. I call them negative nannies. That they creep up in the comment section, and they so rude. They just so. Some people not happy though. Some people just not happy because I'll tell you this quick story right quick. I am a surgical tech. I did that for many years, and I used to work the night shift. So I used to work 7 at night to 7 in the morning. So I used to come to work and say good morning, good evening, good morning, good evening. I had a little song, good morning, good evening, and do like that, and everybody would be, oh Sean, this, or you so happy, whatever. And finally, after about a year, or maybe my first year, it's this one girl. She just didn't like me, so I didn't know what I did to her. And she was like, just shut up. Out of nowhere, everybody stopped. And we was like, who is she talking to? She said, shut up. I'm sick of you. All you do is come in here. Good morning, good evening, good morning, good evening. You get on my nerve. And I said, OMG, is she talking to me? And I said, oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. I just was saying good morning, good evening to the night crew, to the day crew. And she said, you make me sick. Just like that. She was like, you make me sick. You always come in here. And so I didn't argue with her because I need my job. So I didn't argue with her. But you know what I said to her? I cannot help it. I cannot help it if you're not happy. I cannot help it if you're not happy. But I come in here happy and joyful every single day. and I speak to everybody. But you will not break me down. You will not cause me to get ghetto up in this hospital. That's what I told her, and I walked away. And then later, the supervisor had both of us sit down. And I was just, like I told the supervisor, I've never done anything to hurt her. She's got a problem with me saying good morning, good evening. But it was a general statement that I would do to speak to everybody because your day goes better if you're happy and joyful. And she just did not like me. But that is the day. Before that day, I never knew it. That you cannot please everybody. That it was so clear. It was like it was meant that whole scenario. As traumatic as it was, because a lot of people was like totally shocked that she would say that and wanted to know why, what happened between us. Nothing happened. I didn't never know her before that year. I never knew her outside of work. So if you realize that you cannot please everybody and just go along with your day, and regardless of if it's 500 people at your live or five, it doesn't matter. Speak what you got to speak. Tell your story. Yeah, I know you can't listen to the haters. So you call them haters. Smart talk, call them haters. Nola call them trolls. Okay, I call them negative nannies. Whatever they are, they everywhere. So you can't focus on them. You really can't. You cannot focus on all them negative people because if you did, you're gonna be consumed. Think about it. You'll be spending your whole day trying to justify something that you feel in your heart. And remember, if you develop a YouTube channel, hey 755, it's what time is it here? It's 5 a.m. 755. You see, I'm in the hospital again, don't you? That's right, 755. But you know me. I'm a hustler. I'm always on here. Okay, trying to help somebody, trying to do something to make people feel better. Hey, Jewelry Spot. Good morning, my dear. How are you doing today? 5 a.m. here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm taking all prayer requests. Okay, say a couple prayers for me. Do whatever you got to do, but I will be fine. I've only been. Let me see. Today is it's Saturday morning. I've been here since Thursday. I call this my vacation spot. Okay, because you got to stay positive. So I'm just doing my little spa treatment. Yeah, you're right, Nola. That's right. And they'll come in here and they'll be all negative all the time. I ain't got time for that. It's just too much going on in the world to hold on to grudges. I don't know what's wrong with people. They be so negative and they roll with it. You know? What in the world, girl? 755, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I am fine. I listen. If I when I was the last time I was in the hospital, I was sick. Okay, I'm not sick. I'm just doing my little spa treatment. I'll be back on top. I'm good. But I came on here because I thank you. Wait, 755. Where my hug at? You give everybody else hugs. Where my hug at 755? Oh, there it is. I'm fine. I know my face look a little situation. My face look a little swollen and everything. I got a fluid overload thing that they're trying to get under control, but I am fine. Say a prayer, do whatever you want to do. Break dance for me. Do the 755 dance. I don't care what you do, but I will be fine. But I came on here to tell people to hold on, okay? Because I was reading my devotionals and I went across Romans 8:28. God will work it out. So I just figured I'd come on here for a couple minutes and tell you because I'm going to have to do this live thing. Thank you, Jewelry Spot. Thank you, my love. And oh, not the dance move, 755. But we just in here and I just wanted to remind people, I can't stay on here long. Okay? I need my rest. But what I wanted to tell you is people used to me being on here every day. So I'm okay. So I figured I'd go live. I don't do the live. My grandma, she okay, smart talk. Okay, telling my age. Okay. No, you're not telling my age. I'm in here say grandma. No, he didn't. But let me. You right. I am pretty, ain't I? But anyway, so I appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody who stopped by today. We ain't trying to get no views or nothing like that. I just wanted to tell people because people are used to. You got to understand. Some people post once a week or go live a couple times a week. They have their channel set up a certain way. Well, what I do is I do a video. I'm a vlogger. So I do a video every single day. So if I miss a day, most people notice it. So I just figured I'd just do that and let them know that I'm okay. You gotta check me again. All right. So I'm gonna get off of here because I have stuff to do. Okay. But love you all. Okay.